The only reason we're here is to make sure that you got a voice. That's it.
There we go.
Don't think for a second that he represents who these cops are from all over the county and around this nation. We go out there to help people, not do that nonsense.
There we go.
I just want to tell you, where's my man? Right there. Where's the gentleman?
Oh, I think he took off.
Okay, yeah, my man.
He took off.
Pastor Hawkins, see, I'm just going to tell you, we want to be with y'all for real. So I took my helmet off and laid the batons down. I want to make this a parade, not a protest. You got little ones here, you got dogs, so what's up? So listen, I'm just telling you, these cops love you. That cop over there hugs people, so you tell us what you need to do.
Walk with us! 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 Walk with us!
Let's walk! Let's walk!
All right, that was Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson joining with the protesters in Flint after he was, of course, invited to walk with people protesting police brutality. So that's good. I like that. I mean, that's kind of what we want. We want more of that and less rubber bullets. Okay? We want the cops to be just as appalled at police brutality as we are and to call for change. So we want a little bit more of that and a lot less of what we've been getting from the rest of the police officers. We want change. We want solidarity. And if you give us the rubber bullets, you're going to get riots. I mean, that's pure and simple, right? Donald Trump is out there talking about how we need to be tough, right? We need to be tough. We need to crack down. We need to go after them, more force, more military. That's not going to do it. No, you're going to end up making the situation much worse. Whereas if you do what this guy's doing, you're going to make the situation better. And I like that. So now, that said, right, you do have issues where there are bad police officers, of course, right? And not just, the ones that are going after protesters and shooting them with the rubber bullets and all that stuff. But you also have some police officers, at least alleged police officers, doing like the COINTELPRO stuff, right? And instigating riots and smashing windows and all that stuff. So that's something to look out for. But I think in this case, I think Swanson cares about his community. That's been, look, that's in Flint. They've been obviously devastated by mismanagement. They've been poisoned. They've been through enough. They've been through enough, and that's it. Now, look, people. When this video came out, people were obviously really positive about this. One says, "This is the correct response from police." #WalkWithUs. Another says, Genesee County Sheriff Flint, Michigan, Chris Swanson put down his helmet and baton and asked protesters how he could help. They said, "Walk with us." So they joined and he walked in solidarity. That's good. Another one, this is a Swanson supporter, J.J. Milliken, says, "Well, if Walk With Us is how we change a system that murdered George Floyd, it requires mindfulness of our actions and beliefs. Swanson exemplifies the deputies and officers I know and respect. Community first mentality and lead by example. This is a mindful action. This is change." Look, I think this is the beginning of change, right? That kind of attitude and mentality, that is the beginning of change. It is not change. He has not changed the system. He is still working within this system. But that is a good way to reach out to the community. But we've got to do more. We have to do things together, both the community and those officers, not just only walking together, but working to change the system together. And so he said this on a Facebook post, right? And I think Swanson is serious and actually wanting to do those things. He said, "I joined with a chorus of citizens and law enforcement officials alike, calling for the swift arrest and prosecution of each police officer involved in this appalling crime." So not just, not just the officer, that put his knee on George Floyd's neck, right? Not just that guy, but all the other officers that were holding him down that were involved, right? He said, the actions we witnessed on that video destroy countless efforts to bolster community policing efforts across our nation and erode trust that is painstakingly built. No, look, I think there's a reason that people don't trust police. And in that line of work, you need the community's trust. If you don't protect them, they don't trust you. If they don't trust you, they won't help you. If they won't help you, you can't do your job. And if you can't do your job, what's the point? Why are you even there? And the answer for, unfortunately, too many officers is not to protect those communities. It's to keep them down. To enforce the old order, to stop black and brown advancement. I mean, just yesterday was the 99th anniversary of the Tulsa race riots. Okay? That was where an angry mob of white racist people burnt down an entire area known as Black Wall Street. This was a black, affluent area. 15,000 people were left homeless, black people, right? 600 black businesses were destroyed. You want to talk about rioting, and you want to talk about looting and destruction of storefronts. That happened in Tulsa, where white people went and ransacked black-owned businesses. Are a lot of people upset about that now? Oh, no, yeah, it was like 100 years ago. Come on, we've advanced since then. Have we? African Americans have not recovered economically from that. And let's be honest about that. They haven't. Not only that, but you had 1,500 homes that were burnt to the ground, and an entire Greenwood district of Tulsa was literally bombed from the air. It's the first American city that has been air bombed. Okay? So understand the reason that this happened, right? And I know there are a lot of different factors to this specific instance, but generally, black advancement is seen as a direct threat to white supremacy. And what better tool to keep people down than poverty, right? By over-policing. How hard is it to get a job if you have a criminal record? Pretty difficult, right? Almost impossible. That's one tool of white supremacy to keep black people down, right? Not only that, but there are so many other ways that the system is stacked against African Americans to begin with, not just to mention policing, right? And so that's a part of it. And I believe that these older institutions, the racist institutions, need to be dismantled, removed, replaced. Now, that said, I'm glad this sheriff is doing the right thing. I like this guy, right? I think he should be hailed as a good model policeman, right? But let's get real here. We need wide systemic change, massive systemic change. And if we have people like Officer Swanson on our side to be able to, go further to really kind of work to dismantle those older systems and build new ones in their place, well, that's great. We need people like that if we're ever going to get real change. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.